Hello boys and girls, Miss Holloway here. You should be on reteaching 8-6, making sense of multiplication and division equations. Remember that an equation is a number sentence that uses an equal sign to show that the value to its left is the same as the value to its right. So in some of the videos I have already mentioned that when you see an equal sign, I want you to think is the same as. So whatever is on this side of the equal sign is going to be the same as whatever is on this side of the equal sign. That just means they're equal, they're the same. Here's an example of a multiplication equation. Some equations have letters in them, or we call them unknowns. So you have probably seen an equation that looks similar to this. The n is a letter, or we call it an unknown, just meaning we don't know the number that goes in that spot. You can imagine it to be an empty box or a question mark. This equation means 10 is equal to 40 divided by some number. Also, you might notice that the answer is on the left side instead of the right side. You're used to seeing the answer on the right side, but sometimes equations can be opposite, and it doesn't change the fact that what's on the left side is equal to what's on the right side. It can be flip-flopped. This equation means 10 is equal to 40 divided by some number. You can find the value of n that makes the equation true or equal on each side by thinking of multiplication or division facts. You know that 40 divided by 10 equals 4, so n equals 4. Let's move on to number 1. We're going to write the basic fact that is related to each equation. What that means is we're just going to write the equation down as we would normally see it and then solve. Okay, for example, 81 is the same as 9 times blank, or 9 times n. We're going to write down this basic equation or basic fact just like we would normally see it. 9 times n equals 81. Now we have to solve for n. N equals. Now you need to think, what would you multiply by 9 to get 81? Well, you have a lot of strategies that you can use to solve this. So if you wanted to get a piece of scrap paper to solve the problem, you can. You could draw pictures, you could do repeated addition. You could also do repeated subtraction and make it division. 81 divided by 9 would give you that number. You could count the multiples of 9 to figure this out. You could do the nines trick on your hands to figure this out. But in this case, I will just tell you that n equals 9. Number 2, we're going to write the same thing because it's already in its normal form. That's how we usually would see it. N equals, so we have what times 4 equals 0? Well, anything times a number that equals 0 is going to be 0. Now we have 7 equals 49 divided by n. Okay, I'm going to write 49 divided by n equals 7. Now you may be thinking, well, why did you put 49 first and not n? Well, 49 is a pretty large number. So this number right here after the equal sign and the ones that look like they're backwards, that's the beginning of the equation when you write the basic fact. All right, so now we have to figure out 49 divided by what equals 7. Well, you could figure this out by dividing 49 divided by 7 to get your answer, because you can flip-flop these numbers. Or 7 times what equals 49? N equals 7. 16 divided by n equals 4. Okay. What could you multiply by 4 to get 16? 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Number 5, 56 divided by n equals 8. Okay? I could think what times 8 equals 56, or I could draw 8 groups and share 56 amongst the 8 groups until I run out. N equals 7. N times 5 equals 15. Okay, for this one you can count by 5s until you get to 15. 5, 10, 15, that would be 3 times, so N equals 3. 48 divided by N equals 6. I could draw 6 groups and share 48 in each group until I run out, and there would be 8 in each group. 5 times N equals 40. Count by 5s until you get to 40. N would equal 8. Number 9. Alex decides that 21 divided by 3 equals 7 is not a true equation. Is Alex correct? Explain. Okay, well, let's try to figure this out and see if he's correct. He says that 21 divided by 3 equals 7 is not true. So let's draw 3 groups, and we're going to put 1 in each group until we run out of 21. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Okay, it looks like 21 divided by 3 groups is 7. So is Alex correct? No, because 21 divided by 3 equals 7. And we're proving that because we just showed our work right here. Okay, now turn the page and you're going to do the practice side on your own. Good luck.